Hi friends, and welcome back to day 19 of our 31-day yoga journey. Today we are going to be doing a nice, gentle, long posture holding, more yin style back body opening class. That was a lot of words to say. We're going to be really opening up through our shoulders and our back bodies, all of our lateral muscles, and really feeling good and yummy. So you might want to put on something comfortable if you're not already there, and then grab a couple of blocks if you have them. If you don't have them, I would say maybe a pillow or two would be something that could help you later on during this practice, okay? So you'll want to grab those, and then let's get started. To get started, I'm going to invite you to sit on your knees, and we're going to just start by doing some nice spinal waves, okay? So first taking the belly, dropping it forward, and then reaching the rib cage left, then back, then right, then forward, okay? So we're gonna just take some rotations here, circling the rib cage to the left, and feeling what happens as we tuck and lift the tailbone, okay? Using that motion. And then let's reverse the circle. Just feeling ourselves getting into our body, noticing the sensations, seeing what's happening in the shoulders, and letting the motion really come from this rib cage area. And then we're going to just move the body back and forth, so rounding through the spine, then lifting tailbone, lifting heart, shrugging shoulders back, dragging the heels of the hands back towards the hips. Exhale, round, fingertips go towards knees. Inhale, drag the heels back, open through the heart, squeeze the elbows together. Exhale, round. Inhale, sink the belly. Exhale, round. And then we're just going to take some spinal waves. So just moving back and forth, rounding through the body, placing the hands on the floor, lifting them off, it feels good, just accentuating that motion. Let's go ahead and meet in tabletop. So we're just rounding through the body, rounding, bending the elbows, dropping the belly, rounding through the back body. Okay, so just taking any nice spinal wave motions as feels good here, okay? You've got permission to play, to look funny, to do stuff that feels different today. These are not yoga postures. They're just movement that feels good in our body. So take whatever feels right to you, leave whatever doesn't. If you're looking for something more traditional, just go ahead and move through cat-cow, okay? Moving the body just as feels good. Okay. And then let's go ahead and find a downward facing dog, okay? In that downward facing dog, go ahead and press the floor away, lift the hips high, bend the knees if it feels good, maybe walk one out and then the other, okay? We're in no rush to move quickly here, moving nice and slow. Shrug the shoulders away from the ears and the hamstrings back and the hips high, triceps reach for one another. Press the floor away. And then we're going to take those spinal waves. So tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders forward, rounding through the back body. Then press the floor away as you bend the knees, lift the tailbone and begin to drop the belly, and then pull the heart back. Nice, spinal wave. Let's take another one. Roll forward, puff up the back of the heart, tuck the tailbone. Almost to a high plank. Then bend the knees, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, send the heart back. Okay? One more time because it feels so good. Puff up the back of the heart. Roll forward, pressing the earth away. Then bend the knees, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, bring the heart back, downward dog. Good work. Then let's roll forward, coming on to our knees. Nice work here. Let's set back onto our hips, and then we're going to grab our blocks, sit onto the bottom, and we're going to grab our blocks. And I'm going to invite you to place them underneath the back body, okay? So we're going to place one right here where the hips meet our waistline, and we're going to place it underneath our body as we lay back, okay? So you're going to feel that block right underneath the shoulder blades so that then the back of the heart is reaching towards the floor, shoulder blades are opening, arms can spread nice and wide, okay? If you want to wiggle that block around, maybe sliding it up the rib cage so that the block is meeting at the bottom of the rib cage and right at the bottom of the shoulders, okay? Right in that space of your middle back. Not quite the low back, not quite the shoulder blades, but right in between. And then just let the arms lay open to the side. Legs can fall out to the side, or maybe you bring them together and stretch them long in front of you. Wherever you are in this posture, we're just going to stay for maybe 5 more deep breaths. So really take time to settle in and get comfortable. I don't know if you can hear the rain that's falling outside my window, but it is so gorgeous, calming. Maybe let your thoughts be like that. Just be raindrops falling from the sky, not attaching, just dropping continuously. And then I'm going to give you the option to stay here. If this feels like a nice, intense stretch, go ahead and stay. But if you would like to see if you can deepen this stretch, we'll go ahead and take our second block. Okay. And our second block, we're going to turn onto its vertical side so that it's like maybe at a level 2. And then go ahead and come back into that posture so that that second block is landing between the shoulder blades. So just giving you a little more height, wiggling, getting ourselves comfortable, letting the arms drop out to the side, or maybe reaching them back behind the head now. Just finding a little more space, but feeling supported by the blocks. Letting the shoulders relax, letting the back body really the front body begin to open. And then maybe you stay here, or maybe you want to take it up one more level with the blocks, and I'll show you how to do that. So we'll take this bottom block that's on level 1, turn it to level 2, keep it parallel with our hips, and then turn our second block up towards that level 3. Keep this block right underneath the shoulders, and that really vertical block like a skyscraper right in between the shoulder blades, letting the head rotate back, maybe reaching the arms behind you, maybe even bringing the palms in towards a prayer position and inviting the elbows down towards floor. Okay, all just options. Keep your neck really neutral here. Really feel the lift from the heart center. And we're working on back bending, our heart opening. That is the lift we're going for, so this can really help. My next invitation to you is to point the knees up towards sky and feel what happens in the hips, no matter what level we're on here, okay? Breathing, you got it. And then whatever level you're on, let's bring the hands back down towards the hips. Slowly exit the posture by bringing chin in towards chest and rolling up to a seated position. Gently removing the blocks, setting them to the side. And then we're going to come onto the belly and do a little opening posture, or maybe a little opening of the shoulders, a little closing of the chest. Okay, so coming onto the belly, let's take the left hand out, press into the palm, scoop the right shoulder underneath the left. Let it extend long, and then reach the left arm out in front of you. So you should feel that stretch along the deltoid. Maybe the palm faces up, or maybe the palm faces down. Different sensations. You're feeling the stretch in the tendons in the shoulder. Just breathing deeply, allowing the nervous system to settle. Then with your next inhale, let's look forward. Press into the left hand and gently undo the bind of the right arm. Let's reach that right arm out to the side. If you've been practicing with me, you know I love a good cactus roll. So options here to straighten the arm out to the side or cactus the arm up at a 90-degree angle and bring the left heel in and then roll over that shoulder onto the outside hip. Nice twist and a good opener of the chest, which will help with those back bends and that back body work. Through this practice, we're really building awareness of the places where we hold tightness, the places where we can soften. So I invite you with your exhales to soften. And we learn from the body how to soften in times of tension, helping our mind to become more equanimous during the rest of our days. It's all connected. Next exhale, let's roll over onto the front body. Let's reach the right arm out in front of you. Press into the palms and scoop the left hand underneath the shoulders. Let the forehead come to rest. Maybe the palm faces up or maybe the palm faces down. You can let the heels drop out to the side. Let the hips be relaxed. Release the abdomen from any tension. And focus on the sensations in the shoulder and in the face. Maybe softening the face if possible. And then with your next breath, let's look forward. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm and open it up and out to the side. Again, option to keep the arm long, or maybe you want to bend the elbow. Plant the right palm next to the rib cage, and let's bring right heel in as we rotate over the left shoulder, dropping the right foot behind the hip. Breathing into the tension, releasing, softening. If you can become soft and stay strong, imagine how you might move around the world. Imagine what it might be like to have that total confidence in yourself, while also being radically compassionate. You are capable of that already. And I hope that through this practice, you are learning what it feels like to be that way. And then let's roll back over onto the stomach. And we're going to take the right arm and cross it underneath the left, and then take the left arm and cross it over to the right so that our arms are nice and trapped in front of us, okay? If your chest is in the way, no problem. Just wiggle, find the space that feels right to you, and then allow the forehead to melt towards the floor. Maybe you want a block to rest the head on, maybe not. This really big, intense stretch. So take your time to move into it, and if it doesn't feel good, go for one arm at a time again. We'll be switching. I think I might be smushing my mic. Sorry, team. Then let's inhale, coming back through center. Reach the elbows out. And then let's switch the direction. So left arm close to chest, right arm in front, and allow the forearm to melt. Notice if it feels different for you on these different sides. Just being aware of our different strengths can help us to find areas where we need to find more balance. Awareness is the first key to solving and resolving anything that might arise in our lives. Let's go ahead and inhale back through center, sliding the elbows out and back. Then bringing the palms to the floor next to the rib cage. Send the hips up and back, and we'll meet in a child's pose where we will end our practice. Humbling the heart towards the floor, letting the arms be long, letting the big toes come together. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, gently part the lips, sigh out the mouth. Now I might invite you at this time in our final moments of practice to set either an intention or an affirmation for yourself as you move beyond this mat. Maybe you choose something such as, I am compassionate and giving, or I am loved and caring. Or whatever it is that you may be needing in these moments today. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, letting the heart melt. And when you feel ready, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes before walking the hands back towards the knees, blinking the eyes open. Taking a big full body stretch with the arms, maybe rotating the hands, the wrists, maybe interlacing the fingers, reaching them up towards the sky. And as you exhale, wrapping the arms around yourself, give yourself a big hug. Thanks for practicing with me today. Mwah. Have a great day, y'all, and bring this kindness and gentleness with you beyond your mat. I'll see you tomorrow.